Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, back from TwitchCon. Had a blast. Got in about midnight last night or so, and we are back to the normal grind. I have missed you here on the YouTube channel and being able to stream and all of that, but as of Monday morning, we are back to normal. And what we're going to do in this video is talk about the summoning events coming up, how to prepare for the weekly kickoff here on Monday morning. We've also got 10Xs for CvC. I'll let you know about the champions in that and what I think about them, and just get you caught up on everything you need to know as we head into starting the week in Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, and by the way, I'll have more like dedicated content and collabs talking about the experience at TwitchCon and all that, but it was a lot of fun, and I have a lot to share, and we'll wrap that up here on the channel. But this one is going to be about kicking off the week, and mainly, we'll start off talking about the Fusion event. Now, I did not do the Fusion because I knew it was going to be crazy. You could tell my voice is a little bit raspy. I knew it was going to be a crazy weekend, and I wasn't going to be able to kind of focus on making sure I'm able to pay attention to the stuff, out of town, traveling, and all of that. But for those of you that are doing the Fusion, we will pull up the calendar, and right now is Monday the 10th. So you can see kind of the events that you have got coming up, and we just finished the Summon Rush for the Epic Champion right here. And in order to acquire these rares, we can't miss out on any of them. You can see there is just 4 apiece on each of these, so make sure you are paying attention and getting all of that done. But if you did get the Epic over the weekend, you're able to skip one of the rares if you so choose. Just make sure you've got a really good stock of Spirit Potions and Force Potions, because that is what you're going to need for ascending to get Marinix. And most of this stuff is probably going to be mostly par for the course, like the Artifact Enhancement, Dungeon Divers, and all of that. The toughest stuff is probably going to be the Champion Chase Tournament coming up this weekend, and probably the Champion Training Tournament. The last one, they got a little bit of backlash for because it was like 10,000 points just to get a rare. Hopefully this one is a little bit more realistic, but then also the Champion Chase is going to be for this weekend's summoning event. And if we pull up the expected summoning events predictor calendar thing that I made, you can see that this weekend on Friday, we should expect 2 X Ancients to be going on, coinciding with the Marinix rare that you're going to need to pull shards in order to get those points for that. So do keep in mind that you are going to be coming up on 2 X Ancients very soon, just in case you are going to pull shards during CvC. And the 10Xs that we have going on is something you want to keep in the back of your mind, because we do have a couple good champions in Dracomorph and Baron coming through for this CvC. And that's pretty par for the course. They usually feature a champion in Ancient Shards and Sacred Shards on day 1 of CvC, and then they have a Void Legendary they feature on day 2 of CvC. So the first one, Dracomorph, is going to be launching tomorrow when CvC kicks off, and obviously, Draco is an amazing champion. If you don't have a good DPS option and you're on killable comps or something like that, he's always a great one to slot into that role. He is one of the best in the game in that role. And, he's probably been a little bit power crept in the last year or so, but Draco is still obviously an incredible champion and a good one to have in your arsenal. Because he's still probably like, Draco has kind of an interesting story, because he was a bad champion and then he got rebalanced. He got a huge buff and became an insane champion. So he went from kind of like a bottom 10, 15 legendary to like a top 10 legendary. And then he has slowly decreased a little bit over the years as we get more and more AoE weaken, decreased defense champions, and more high damage dealers in the role that he is in. I'd say he's still probably top 25, 30-ish, maybe top, somewhere around there, but not probably top 10 like he used to be. Still very solid though. And then the Void Legendary obviously being featured is Baron, and Baron is kind of the hot, shiny new toy in Raid Shadow Legends, because he got an insane buff recently and has become in the conversation for the best arena nuker in the game, AoE nuking damage dealer. I've got some dedicated videos on my channel covering the Baron changes, and I am lucky enough to have a Baron, so during CvC I'm going to get him built up and start really testing him, using him in my nuking spots, because because Baron is definitely an insane nuker now. And you know, should you be YOLOing shards for ancients, sacreds, voids during CvC? Typically, no. I recommend most of you are going to hold off for 2x events to acquire more and more champions. But if you're super endgame and you're close to a mercy counter, yeah, I could see it making sense, because Baron is probably in the conversation for a top 10 Void Legendary now. There's about 45 Void Legendaries, and Baron's in the conversation for top 10. So definitely worth pulling for some of you out there if you're a little bit more endgame and you're close to a mercy counter or something like that. For the stuff going on in game that you need to focus on today, you've got the Ice Golem tournament ending, so definitely get in there and get that done to keep pace for the Marinic stuff. And then you're going to have Fire Knight and Champion Training starting tomorrow. Then under the Events tab, you've got the Dungeon Divers double dipping with your Golem and your Fire Knight, and you've got some artifact enhancement to do over the next few days. CvC is going to launch tomorrow, and then there will be a 2-week break in between CvCs. They do them every other Tuesday, so next week will be an off week, and we're probably going to start... then we'll have like a little bit of a lull as the Marinix fusion stuff comes to a close, and we're going to probably start hyping up some Halloween events, and we will get the Halloween fusion coming maybe around like the 25th or so, somewhere towards the end of October as we get really close to Halloween. Hopefully we get a super hyped up Halloween fusion event. Also on Monday morning, make sure you've got your arena in order. The tag team arena can be a huge source of points. You want to check that out. You want to check your progress missions, your Doom Tower, start doing those secret rooms and slowly progress and make sure everything is kind of moving in the right direction as you start the week. Start using your Hydra keys, all that type of stuff. But now I want to see if there's any offers worth going over. Okay, some of these are going to be worth plugging in, I think. So let's bring that up. The dungeon pack I've plugged in a few times. It's all right. It's pretty decent. There's definitely worse offers than that one. The chained offer, that one's not going to be great if I remember right. Pack string, decent for a higher spender maybe, but I'm looking for if there's something I would super recommend to lots of people. Okay. This one's got potential. We've got, looks like 20. So let's put this in here. We've got 28 full energy, 28, and then 18, 20 on the actual energy. And then, oh, I've put this one in before. I remember the weird amount there on the, because it's 200 plus a 280 multi-battles. We've got right here, and boom, comes out to 23. So, okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything that I would really rush after, like a 2.0 double value type of offer. The dungeon pack and the Playdays bundle are all right, but nothing you're super missing out on, in my opinion. So alrighty, it is good to be back. I'm gonna head on over to stream and hang out for a little bit, kick off the week, get back to the normal workflow, and back to the normal grind. But yeah, I will put a link to the stream down below if you would like to pop in and say hi, hang out, get the week kicked off here, talk about TwitchCon and all of that type of stuff. But as always, thanks for watching and have a good start to your week here on Monday. I will see you soon in the next video. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. Thanks for watching. Peace.